Hello everyone. I am here in Switzerland, my first time to Switzerland, and I'm sitting here today, very honored to be in both your guys' presence today, and thank you so much for inviting me down to our company here, Cannergrow, Cannerald, okay? And I want to introduce you guys today to the founders. We have Mike Piotrowski. Mike, great meeting you today.
Hello.
Thank you. And also Levin Amway.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys also. So you guys, we just did a phenomenal tour of this building here. And as you may be aware, I come from Washington State where cannabis is legal. You guys said that you learned about the cannabis industry and how the grow ops kind of come together visiting the United States.
Exactly.
So we'll get to that and where Cannergrow is going, where it's at right now, and where it's headed in the future. Very excited to talk about the future. But first, I want to get into your guys' past on how you two meet. If you could tell me a little bit about you, whoever would like to start first right here.
Go on.
Okay, so in general, I'm since around about 10 years in multi-level marketing. Everything started with electricity company. We sold some contracts to the people. After this, there was a little break for me, and then I was going hard very much into insurance for almost 3 years with some certificates in Germany. And then after this, I started online marketing, and there was hype with Forex, with trading and everything. Right. And this is the way how I met him, because in this time I was in Warsaw with one friend of me. And then I received a call from a guy in Berlin that a Swiss racing driver is coming to Berlin, and that we have to meet him. Yeah, and
big
then, yes, and I thought this is a big guy, I don't know, muscles and everything. And then I saw Levin, a small guy but with a very good brain, and yeah, it was very, very good.
How long ago was this, you said?
This was in 2016, yeah.
Okay, so just about not too long ago, 2-3 years ago, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then Levin founded with some friends of him a trading company in Berlin, and I was, let's say, one of the leaders or something like this. And I brought a lot of people in the system. And after this, we worked all the time together. Then after a time, a half year later, was Sasha there, one of the other co-founders in this company, Cannerald, very, very important guy for us too. And yeah, since 3 years we are all the time together.
Bond, yeah.
Man, that is absolutely phenomenal. So you guys are both from Germany then? You're both Germans? Or?
I was born in Germany, and now I'm living since 3 years in Poland. Okay. And Levin is from Switzerland.
Born and raised completely in Switzerland.
I like Switzerland. It's really got some character to it.
But it's expensive.
It is expensive. The train would have cost me probably about $15-20 in Seattle, but here it was like 75. It's all good. You know what? It's all good. Money is a joke, as we know, because of cryptocurrency changing the world. But this is not about cryptocurrency necessarily, but there is some blockchain tied into this company. Is that correct?
It was at the beginning.
Okay, so we're kind of pulling that aside.
But we put it for a moment aside because we just want to sell the plants right now. It's plant sales. We sell it right now. We pay the taxes on it if someone buys a plant. So right now we put the complete token aspect and blockchain aspect completely aside. It's maybe going to be important again in the future, but not right now.
Yeah, because most industries eventually will be going to blockchain. So just because we're not involved in blockchain right at this moment, there's definitely room to expand into that and become more functional or more, attentive to detail and documenting everything and stuff. So blockchain is going to change everything. So, Levin, you were a race car driver, as Mike was saying, and I recall that you drove professionally for Audi. Is that correct?
Exactly. That was 2015, or until then when I had my accident.
The big change.
Exactly, the big change that happened when I broke my back. And back then, I was like, oh my God, my dream is over.
No pun intended.
But it was a very shitty situation because all my life and my work, what I put into it was gone within a second, After the accident, I was like miserable for a moment, like, oh my, what am I going to do now? And then I started with the startups, I had a fashion
How long were you? Let's talk about this accident. I want to talk about the hardships in life, and during those hardships, let this be a lesson, because those who have had success in life, they've gone through some of the darkest points of life.
Exactly.
But it's how you prevail in those situations, how you you remain calm is what I've learned, to remain calm in situations like that.
You have to be it.
And when you are
panic,
Yeah, when you panic, you freeze up and don't let the best ideas that the universe wants to seed into you and guide you during that path where it's supposed to go to. So I just want to share that because I think your story is definitely inspiration to people that have gone through hard times. And Mike, I'm sure you've gone through some crap as well in life. Maybe. Yeah. We all have, isn't it crazy? We all go through these hard times in life, you know.
I think
it's
everybody
like,
has
as a
to,
father, I want to protect my daughters and stuff, but hey, eventually they're going to have some potentially hard times as well. We all do, but this is what gets us to where we need to go. So continue.
Yeah. And back then, I just thought about ways, you know, how to get up again, what to do, and all the doctors, they gave me painkillers. Painkillers, you know, on one side it's great because you feel good after it, but you always have that bad effect to it. That
of course.
So, exactly. So I tried back then CBD oil.
Okay.
CBD oil suddenly helped. And then I thought, okay, cannabis, probably interesting to have a deeper look inside of it. And then at the same time, my brother came along and was like, hey, cannabis, let's get started and everything. That was like.
Is he younger or older than you?
Huh?
Your brother, is he older or younger?
Younger. He's 2 years younger, and he came up with it, and he's a passionate smoker, you know.
Loves
exactly. Back then I was like,
bongs.
go away with that. No, cannabis, come on.
Yeah.
But then we started with, as I told you before, you know, with the small operation and everything. Then we went to America. In America, it was an eye opener as we saw. Oh my God, we thought that we were doing great, you know.
And you went to America straight for the cannabis.
It was
industry
holiday and to have a look at the cannabis industry.
And you went to Vegas.
Exactly.
Okay.
To Vegas to Reef.
They went to the Reef store, guys that sell the flip flops. Everyone's on a pair of Reefs, or as admire the Reef bikini chicks also, right? And the surfer magazines. So yeah, the great marketing company. But you saw there that they had a phenomenal plant, a factory that really inspired you to take this facility to the level that it's at, because this facility is absolutely beautiful.
Glad to hear.
Oh, I can live in this thing. You got room? You got room in here for me? So, all right. So that happened. And during your accident, you're down for how long though? Just to finish.
2 months. 2 months. It was just like laying around, laying in bed, couldn't move, and. You know, for 1 week it's fun if you lay around 1 week.
Yeah, you chill for a minute.
Chill. It's so cool.
You're high on painkillers
and everything, and you're high on painkillers and whatever. Good.
You got your sympathy cards.
Second week, so boring.
Right.
Back then it was just like, get me out of that situation right now.
Yeah. So, you guys have been involved in mining cryptocurrency before?
Exactly.
Okay, and so I think the analogy is really interesting when you compare mining cryptocurrency, because that's me and my business partner's background, mining cryptocurrency. Okay. But the thing, comparing this to growing cannabis, it's really interesting because when you think about it, mining cryptocurrency for 2 years on the same machine, the machine ends up going bad and outdated. Then what do? You got to replace the machine, right? So we used to call it the goose that lays the golden egg. You know, you want the goose, not just the egg, which is the Bitcoin. You want the thing that makes the Bitcoin, for example. That's why we're involved in mining. But here, if you think about the cannabis plant, it makes the money, it makes the CBD, it's the goose that lays the golden eggs, right? So, but we have something here that, what's it do? It makes more seeds, right? And these seeds are extremely inexpensive that turns into a plant that, can you talk about the specifics on what a plant will generate? I know we're selling the plants here for $400 a plant.
Exactly, yeah.
What kind of, can you go through, and we're not making income claims here, just want to do income claim disclosure, especially for our United States friends and stuff like this, but what does a plant yield hypothetically? Go ahead.
So the yield in the end depends on all the strains. So you know, there are so many strains, different strains. So one strain is very big flowers, you know, the other ones smaller ones. So in average, we can say 25 to 80 Gs or grams.
Okay, 80 grams. So let's give a hypothetical in USD. If someone comes in with a $400 plant, in this cycles, we're talking about 2.5 months, basically 2.5 to 3 months of plant cycles and produces. Correct? And so the focus is just on CBD though, right, Cromer?
Right,
correct?
in Switzerland.
Okay, in
Macedonia.
Switzerland. Okay.
And in Macedonia, we are started already the plans for a greenhouse. We bought the land 2 weeks ago when I was there with some partners.
Nice, congratulations, guys. It's awesome.
Thank you.
We was Levin, Fabian, and me, because Fabian is one of the other partners from us, and we was in Macedonia. And we visited the country first. We had some partners which make since a long time very good business in this country, and then after 2 months planning, we found a very good land and we signed the contract and we already bought the land. Yeah.
Yes, very legit, as you guys can see, very professional. And Macedonia is northern Africa, correct? Is that northern?
It's above Greece. It's above Greece.
Gosh, was I off? Okay, it's Europe. Gosh, it sounds like an African, like a Morocco. Next to Morocco, I'm thinking to the left of Egypt. I don't know. Wow. So I got some geography here. Well, that's good. So we got that coming on, and then I'm kind of curious about the scalability beyond that, because there's a lot of farmers out there across different nations. My business partner also as well, Joby, he has friends that have farms all across the nation. Okay. He has farms. A lot of my friends have farms in the United States, but they're asking, how can we help, like JV, joint venture with Cannergrow, and is there potential to make that happen possibly as we get established and stuff?
I mean, we can always talk about things, but just to hear that,
sure.
You know, of course, we are interested, but I can't tell you now yes or no.
Of course. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but the scalability's got me excited.
But we're interested, of course. To sit at the table, talk. I prefer, you know, to have a Skype call or sit at the meeting table, and face-to-face is all the time what I prefer, because you see the people, you get the impressions.
Not Facebook Live with thousands of people that are going to be seeing this.
That's
video.
also fine. Completely.
And we like to be transparent, but that's exciting, and also with the can, you know, and I've really given it some thought what's really truly possible about this venture. How I see this is, if we're making a CBD product right now, for example, do you see this as being an influence with different cannabis stores across the nation, to where they want to work with you because they like the vision of where this company is going, and potentially the shops that sell this stuff actually invest in growing the plants here, and they're having their customers potentially grow with them, let's say, underneath them in their structure, their compensation plan structure. So can you kind of discuss that a little bit?
Yeah, we had pretty many offers, you know, from American shops. It's funny that you just mentioned it, of people that asked, you know, can we get your products, can we get your CBD oils or whatever. But right now, you know, we are not want to be the company which is just gonna put everything out there, because as we saw in America, how the good companies do it, they keep it on the low. Like Ferrari, you know, why don't they build more cars? They could, but they want to keep it special for special.
And I read a quote, it's on my Facebook timeline just yesterday, about Lamborghini. They don't pay for advertising really out there, because they don't put TV ads out there, because they're not looking for the people that watch television to go ahead and purchase a Lamborghini. Those are the hustlers out there making the big money. So it's the demographics that we're attracting right there, right? So that's very interesting. I see that's one thing that really interests me about this, you guys' company, is the potential, and for people to really see the mission of what's possible. And hey, we're network marketers. We have a network, all three of us, which is great. You know, having that background right there, where we really want to help change the world and bring an income stream, a residual income stream right there from the growing and stuff like this. Very interesting. Do you have anything else? Oh, I got an idea, a question. What is like the motto or the slogan of Cannergrow? Like, what is the mission?
We want to grow
statement?
For you.
Okay, we want to grow for you.
Or in the end, you know, we had so many times the question, why do you guys don't get the money by a bank, or put it in by ourselves more, or these kind of things? But it was all the time the same answer, because we need a community to grow. Well, everybody in America, you know, we heard so many people that they have big growing ups, but they can't sell the product. And you can have the best cannabis flower if you can sell it.
Right. Yeah.
What do you want to do with it?
Yeah.
So that's why we want to grow our company together with you guys, with the community, like racing as a team, and grow the team to get bigger and bigger.
And that's what we were talking about, how efficient a race car team is.
Yeah.
And I was stating, as we're walking down the hallway, how I admire race car drivers, because they're so meticulous.
It's a good example. It's perfect.
What did your parents do? I'm just curious. Like, what did your dad? What was his?
I mean, my dad is now involved in the company, or he's the director of the Swiss facility right now.
Oh, very cool. So it's a family.
And his background is he was working for Nokia as a manager, so in Europe.
So he had management skills also, which is good.
So he knows to work on C-level positions, you know, and did that his whole life, and built up a startup called Navtech. So if you guys had a navigation system in 2000, it came from them. I
think I recall that way back in the day. Gosh, it's so nice not to be able to have navigation instead of not having navigation. How did we do it, man? Remember? It'd be so annoying, people asking directions everywhere. But okay, and then we have toured the facility. How is the Wi-Fi through the facility? If I tie this into a Facebook Live and we kind of walk through it a little bit.
We have many repeaters, so check it out if people say the connection is lost.
Yeah, we'll be watching for this recording thing, kind of go back into a signal. How about this? My Mike, if you want to join us, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll just kind of do a brief tour of the facility, if you guys don't mind, and so people can see, again, how professional this is. If you guys have any questions at all about Cannergrow, any feedback that you have. I know a lot of you guys are really excited about this company, but I really like what you just mentioned here about Levin, about how we, it being a true team effort, because the more people that are out there that know about cannabis, a lot of people didn't know about CBD, for example, and now CBD is taking pain, that people are taking for anxiety, people are taking it for ADHD. It's like, I don't know, it's like it's for almost everything right out there. It's in the cannabis plant is just for everything out there. For sustaining living, for fabrics, to everything out there. So the potential for us to do other products down the road, the scalability is where I'm going with this, is absolutely humongous. You want to touch on that, Mike, at all?
For sure. Now is a very big hype of cannabis, but we can't forget that cannabis is not new. This plant is almost 5,000 years old, and it's just 50 or 70 years old. A very big propaganda again.
Something that.
Switzerland was 1952, where was the ban, and this is not a new plant. So years ago and centuries ago, already one of the Chinese first people, Kaiser. The king from China, 500 years ago, he told the woman when they have problem with the menstruation and headache and everything. So this plant is known by people just because of this propaganda. 70 years, the people forgot this, and now everybody thinks this is something new. But it's not new. It's not magic. It's a normal plant, and everybody knew this before. So.
For the record, I don't smoke cannabis anymore. I do, as of quite a few years ago now, but I do take CBD every single day. And what I do is I dilute it in a gallon of spring water, and I put liquid oxygen in it, and I take it in a micro, like I drink a gallon a day with the CBD in there, a whole pump or two in there. But it's very amazing how many people you just see going all over. They're talking about this being one of the biggest industries in the world right now. Right, like it is. Yes, it's absolutely humongous out there, and so is cryptocurrency, and blockchain's exploding, and we're just in some really pivotal times right now where the world is changing so much. I mean, we'll be able to 3D print homes, with cannabis concrete here. Like it's already taking place right now, right?
People are trying so many things right now. So the whole industry, as you said, blockchain is coming more and more. The cannabis industry is evolving, getting bigger. And I mean, if you look at the numbers, 150 billion in the next 8 years.
I just want to put this on the record as well as, whatever religion you are, or anything like this, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, we were given these natural resources for us to have abundance in this world. Abundance when it comes to our health. I mean, you can eat cannabis, you can, this kind of stuff, or any other kind of natural resource out there, not just pertaining to cannabis. But the point is I truly believe that what we're doing here at Cannergrow needs to be very, very protected, because this is a chance for the entire world to take part in farming, to take part in simply farming with the most cutting edge LED lighting, the most cutting edge inside. We're not subject to weather conditions, for example. In a very, these environments are very pristine and very clean. Exactly. So it's the best growing, and we can make plant-based medicine for the world to consume with this and all. So I just want to throw it out there and really stress the importance of this network marketing company being highly, because the scalability, even going into other natural resources down the road in this model, and tying in mankind into growing natural resources on the blockchain, and having enough residual income with a mission to feed the people of the entire world, with a mission to make it so we can self-sustain. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking everyone balling out of control, but the point is there's enough resources.
Because there's one thing, just 2 minutes, so we
go ahead.
Can go there, because there's a problem. We can't change the politics, so I don't know when some big presidents decide to make laws, we can't change them. But there is a specific in all the things. For example, if you go in Switzerland across the street and there's a red light, you get a ticket for this. Right. But for example, when you're in Barcelona, you go through the street, the police is looking at you, nothing happens.
And you got beer in your hand and you're drunk.
Because this law is there.
Seen it.
And the same with cannabis. We can't legalize cannabis by itself, but we have the strong army. Our army is the multi-level marketing, the MLM, because thousands of people, and if everybody, I can't speak with the police, but I can speak with the people, and they can spread our idea, our vision to the world.
Right.
And this is the thing, because I don't smoke too. My mom take the CBD oil because she gets fitter and it's better for her. And when we don't allow the people to take a natural plant, so we are criminals, because if you are ill, you are sick,
right?
And here's the plant, and you can take this. Here's the plant, 20 centimeters from you, but it's not illegal because somebody will tell me what I am allowed or not allowed to take to my body. So this is criminal.
Right.
So I don't want to tell the people that we have to start a rebellion against the government, but just to think a little bit more about this. It's not just about smoking and everything. It's even for the health. Yeah, and this is one of, because when you look on the statistics about when you have cancer chemotherapy, it's like this. It's, I don't know, I saw a statistic, it's even not 3% from this. Opium, very, very expensive, and this is poison for the body. Yeah?
Right, yeah.
But cannabis, it's just a natural plant.
There's never a recorded death at all
what
from
you have.
CBD, like no one's ever died from it. And, you know, I think one thing that's happened in our country, for example, hate him or love him, I personally like the guy, Donald Trump, for example. He has made it to where if you're dying of something, that you have full rights to go ahead and try whatever you want out there. Okay, that's you may have been aware of that in America. Okay?
Not that they can do whatever they want.
They can basically do whatever they want, to try new therapies and stuff like this and everything. But where I'm going with this, not to get political at all, but you know where we're going is a human consciousness and really waking up and really putting the pressure with the social media and the science and the backing about it, and just the studies that are coming out about cannabis and stuff like this. Like you can feel the vibrational frequency, we'll call it here, of positivity in this space right now coming up and protecting. So we'll say a prayer for protection for this company right here. You know, protection for the cannabis space moving forward. So we can really, I'm very passionate about your guys' company. That's why I wanted to come here today, you know. And I'll share a little something about me. Back in the day, the true story, 3 days before I when I used to smoke weed back, you know, a little personal. This is really interesting. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you all is to show how far the cannabis has come in the United States and also across the world. I love smoking weed back in the day growing up in high school, and we go surfing and smoke weed and hanging on the beach. That was what we did, and go skiing and stuff, you know, out in the Olympic Peninsula, beautiful in Washington State. I was going to University of Washington, okay? My parents paid for my entire college degree, okay? Think how ironic this is. I was delivering 2 pounds of weed every single week to the Indian reservation going surfing because I was suffering from depression during college because I hated standing in a classroom and stuff, and that's what I did. I go surfing and deliver. I got popped on federal land with a pound of weed at that point because I already sold the garbage. They pulled me in from the ocean, handcuffed me. My mugshot was in a wetsuit, but the point is, and I had Snoop Dogg tickets actually for a concert, a Limp Bizkit concert scheduled that weekend, but I was graduated from University of Washington. 3 days before I graduated, I got felony for marijuana, okay? Once you get a felony in the United States, and my parents again paid for my college education. It was a disgrace. I disgraced my parents. So moving forward, look at where we are today. I got my parents into cryptocurrency. I'm going to have them growing with us here. But I always loved the plant, not necessarily just everything it represented and stuff like this. But here we are. I had a felony. I could not get a job anywhere in the world, basically, in the United States once you have a felony. I was able to get into real estate. That led me into blockchain. That led me into, you know, the cannabis space. Long story short, it's very interesting to see, and that was in 2001. Here we are. Gosh, it's already been 18 years. Good gracious. I should have more gray hairs, I feel like, by then, right? Must be the CBD, must be the CBD. But, you know, the point is look how far we've come. And it seems like human consciousness and where this industry is going, it's just, what? Right?
More and more, yeah.
Exactly, guys. So we're going to do a brief tour. Mike, thank you so much for being part of this live stream with us. Let's go ahead, Levin, and show them a little bit of this place here because it's absolutely amazing, brother.
Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys everything here for full transparency. Is the point of this? We're gonna run through it, Levin. Here, I'm gonna put the video on you, so I'm gonna let you go ahead. Here, we have the waiting room. Let's talk about this here for a second. Go ahead.
So here are the offices, you know, where the people work and all the time do their jobs and stuff like that. So two main offices.
let me just get a skim of this right here. You got this right here, and we'll get to this in a second, guys. But go ahead, brother. Wait a second. What's going on in here again?
So here are the growing things, you know.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Love this.
We all know that people like to see some weed, you know. That's weed from the previous harvest.
Oh, you just put your nose in there. No. Hello. Smells good, bro. Oops, excuse my shades there. I think I got a contact high. I'm going to put these on. All right, so let's keep going here. We got
We got the meeting room, you know, where you see, or I can show you just right now, but you know, from
oh my
all
goodness,
the
look at
planning and
this.
everything.
Where the engineer is planning and
Oh, you want to tell us a little bit about this? This is a Facebook
By
Live.
the way, that's my dad. That's Stefan.
Oh, no, what's his name?
Stefan.
Stefan. Hey, oh, that's awesome, brother. Very good. Say hi. Amazing son, an amazing project you're part of. You want to tell us, Stefan, a little bit about this for a second? No.
that's a secret.
We're just going to go see it. Shh. Okay, fine. All right. All right. So anyways, we got the bathrooms and stuff there.
Exactly, the employees' room, you know, toilet and everything.
Yep.
People just get changed.
Okay.
Stay fresh.
Got it.
And now we will step into the factory.
Okay, and this is there. You said, Levik, that there's no Levin, that there's no other grow facility in all of Europe like this at all.
No.
Go ahead. I'm going to just film this while you talk right now. Go ahead.
And then always let the people judge. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that says, "Oh, look at everything. It's the best in the world." Because check Instagram, you know, just type in Swiss CBD or CBD and compare our factory to other ones.
Yeah, but this grow operation, there's nothing. I've never seen anything like this. So you just did a harvest right here. You were saying here, so you guys have seen pictures of this completely stocked with tons of good stuff, and that's all gone. You got this little foosball here.
Exactly. So
There you go.
Now, you know, all the things that are going on are for the GMP work.
Again, this comes underground. This is just badass right here. Look at that, guys.
80 meters.
80 meters down here. Look at this. Let's go ahead and all right, let's go ahead and go down here. Okay, we're rocking out down
So
here.
on the left side, you can see one where we
Okay.
So this is one of our grow rooms, you know, and right now so much work is getting done on the AC ducts for the GMP things.
Okay.
And GMP-wise, we are probably going to be the first company in Switzerland with the GMP license. GMP means it's the highest medical license you can get, which allows you to sell to pharma companies, which allows you to sell it directly to medical patients. And that's something I'm really looking forward to. You know, on one side we can help people. On the other hand, our company is going to be the only one.
Make money.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Make Bitcoin. So there you go, guys. Look at the color schemes. Absolutely beautiful. This is just top of the line. All the LEDs you can see there, guys. These are all lit up. It's kind of hard to see in there. Here we go. You guys, again, all really clean electricity. The wiring job is absolutely phenomenal. This is the dry room.
That's the cutting room,
Cutting
you know,
room.
for our little babies. So for the baby plants, when they move in.
Okay, look at that, guys. So you just turned on the lights right here, and you got a whole bunch of babies right there. Very
That's
nice.
also quite interesting. This is a VPD chart. So VPD means the climate, which we have in every room. So according to, we always check that we are completely according to all the charts, you know.
Okay.
All the plants are always healthy, feel good, because when
There
the
you
plants
go.
feel good,
Happy
they
plants.
grow better, happy plants.
Happy
exactly.
wallet.
That's some IT
Okay.
room with the security system and everything.
Gotcha. And this is like a near warehouse. This is absolutely beautiful. Steel walls,
You
it
have to
looks like,
imagine
and just
at the beginning, you know, it was just a big hall, so you had nothing in here. You could see 80 meters to that side.
and just full open right there.
One big hall.
So here we go, just more right there, like the last one you just saw that right there, guys.
Right now, some works on the duct
Okay.
system and everything.
And there's a whole bunch of weed right there, a whole bunch of buds right there, huh?
That too.
Okay, you guys, you got some construction going on here, so bear with us.
Yeah, so work is getting done. That's why it's a little bit loud.
Yep.
That's the mother room in the end, you know, where all the happy mothers are growing. And yeah, it's going to be finished in a couple.
Show us how we have these all on the hydraulics or whatever they are. 1 second, guys. You can see. See, so he's controlling it right there, guys. The lights are lowering right there, as you can see. It's all the plants are going on like that. The things that are getting all the water systems all set up here. Yeah, Yeah,
It's a little bit loud, I think too loud for the camera.
Yeah, you get the point. They're actually making things happen. Or again, you said that this is about $3.7 million put in this operation so far with all that. Okay, and so keep going.
Little storage room in there, you know, with some equipment.
Yep. Yep. Video surveillance all around also. Okay, so what was that we just saw right there? Oh,
these were the humidifiers. All the quests, they are freshly from America, from the States.
There you go. Thank you for supporting America.
Exactly.
Trump would be very happy with that.
Yeah, and they are for the new rooms, you know, and also for the old ones.
Okay, and this is all new rooms, like you said. This is a big thing.
Exactly. So they started, you know, with the rails and everything.
So you get these on tracks. So you guys can see the tracks going on here. Look at, they roll like this. Holy cow! Jimmy.
3 more rooms coming up.
Yep, so this will all be partitioned, guys. You guys can see the doors down each side. That'll be all the way across here just like this, and be very, very organized with all that.
Exactly. So it's going to be quite exciting, you know, when everything's finished here. We have the finished factory again, and when the plants are in, you have definitely to come back there.
Yes.
And maybe try some weed.
Oh,
if you want to try.
I'll just overdose on CBD, I think.
You can't.
Oh, dang it, I wanted to. All right, so that's that. I think that's pretty much all done this way, isn't it?
Exactly.
All right, Levin, well, you know what, brother? It's been a pleasure coming and taking a look at things. And you guys, this is the real deal. I'm honored to be here today. I'm so glad that I came down to take a look at things because this is real. And you can tell we got some people that you're not going to let this vision pass. It's like, this is your set.
It's there. It's there.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.